I'm ready to win. Yeah, refuse. Bond that can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah, no time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm ready to win. Yeah, refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself.
Welcome back to CTC. I am your gracious host, Carl, and I'm here just for a quick little episode. I got home from work late, so I got to get y'all a Tuesday episode, though. You know what I'm saying? I got to get y'all a preview for Tuesday's games, tomorrow games. I know we got the NBA coming back. I know we got I think we got postseason baseball game 7, but I got to get you these college football previews. But before I do that, I would like to ask for you to like, comment, subscribe. You know, it helps the channel. It helps us grow. Share the videos. Share all the content, not just from CTC, but from the main show featuring Joe, Tomo, and Dave. From this show, CTC, giving you college football and basketball. From BWT, Baseball with Teddy, obviously giving you baseball. FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs, giving you fantasy football news, updates, who to start, who to bench, heroes, busts, things of that nature. The Joe Jordan Show. I don't remember if he said this on the show or not, so I'm going to just keep what I heard. I don't know if I heard it in the chat or on the show, so I'm going to just keep what I heard and save it, but Joe's having a special episode for the NBA tomorrow. Then we got the Doghouse, Dave's Doghouse, where he makes dogs and he puts dogs in the doghouse. So if you got a nominee for a dog, or if you want to put somebody in a doghouse, watch the Dave's Dog Show, become a member, give us a suggestion, do things like that, man. So, like I said, man, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps with the channel. It helps us grow, and it helps deliver better content. So, with that being said, shout out Joe. My name is Snippet, because this is just a short episode. It's like a snippet into my preview for the rest of the week. So I just thought it was a little funny name there. Call myself Snippet for the day, because this episode should be no longer than 10, 15 minutes. Like I said, got home from work late. You know, life happens. You know, still got to pay the bills. So let's get into Poll Talk. And y'all know, if you've been watching this show this last few weeks, I am one happy camper when it comes to the polls this week. The polls this week have JMU ranked finally at 25. I've been calling for JMU to be ranked for almost 2 weeks now. And the NCAA AP polls finally, listen, they come in at 25. I'm excited. I'm happy to see a Sunbelt team, let alone an undefeated Sunbelt team there at 25. It's a long time coming. The top 5, to my surprise, did stay the same. Didn't mean to rhyme on purpose, but it did stay the same. Georgia at 1, Michigan at 2, Ohio State at 3, Florida State at 4. I was not surprised there. I figured the top 4 would stay the same. Now, 5 is where I thought there would be a change, because Washington – appreciate it. Because Washington barely escaped at home against Arizona State, won the game 15-7. I thought because of the difficulty of that game, they may drop them. Oklahoma, however, did struggle to win against UCF at home as well. So I guess that factored into the fact that they wouldn't drop Washington. I thought both of them would drop. I honestly thought they would take the chance to raise Alabama. But Alabama got a raise. I said top 8. They got 9, so I was one off. I knew they'd be in the top 10. I thought Ole Miss would be in the top 10, but they raised up 1 from 13 to 12. Texas jumps to 7 from 8. Another team that struggled, but they struggled to win on the road. But with Texas, Quinn Ewers will miss significant time due to a grade 2 AC sprain. So Texas playoffs hopes might be dashed. It's Arch. Arch should be next in line, but true freshman, thrown in the fire this late into the season. I don't know. This is where we see where it should be again. It should be Arch Manning. So if we gotta wait and see, but it should be Arch. And if it is Arch, this is where we see what he's made of. 8. Oregon. Oregon was the one that had the dominant game. I thought Oregon would probably jump Texas, probably maybe jump Oklahoma, because at home, yeah, the final score was 38-24, but Washington State scored a garbage touchdown and a garbage 2-point conversion to cut it from 22-14. So I thought Oregon would jump them both to jump at 6, but they kept them they moved them only up 1 spot to 8. Alabama, like I said, is at 9. Not surprised there. Thought they'd be at 8, but not surprised at 9. Penn State drops from 7 to 10. Not a huge fall. I didn't expect them to drop that much. I know the offense did not look great, but defensively they looked fantastic. And they lost to third-ranked Ohio State. So got to keep that in mind. We go to 11. Oregon State, 6-1. They move up a spot. Ole Miss, like I said, moves up a spot from 13 to 12. Utah moves up from 14 to 13 after beating Caleb Williams and SC. Notre Dame jumps up to 14. I think they had a bye week, if I'm not mistaken. LSU is at 15, moving up 4 spots after dominating Army 62-0. Mizzou jumps up 4 spots to 16 after beating my South Carolina boys to death. They really beat us. They dominated us. UNC drops from 10 to 17 after blowing the game at home against UVA. Honestly, I thought they might drop even lower because it's such a bad loss at home. UVA was 1-5 coming into that game. Honestly, I didn't see it coming. I'm pretty sure the whole college world didn't see it coming. Thought they might drop lower. Louisville is at 18. They move up 3 spots. Air Force to 19. A group of 5 conference school cracks the top 20. Mountain West school. Shout out to Air Force. Looking like the favorite. I know I said Fresno State. Hey, look, I'm going to be right. I'm going to be wrong. Air Force is now looking like the favorite to win the Mountain West. Duke drops from 16 to 20. Lose to a top 5 school in Florida State. You lose your quarterback in the third quarter, Riley Leonard, which they got another tough game against Louisville coming up. So Riley Leonard, get well soon. Your team needs you. But at the same time, if you can't go, you can't go. It just is what it is. This is just football. 21, we have Tennessee after dropping the game to Bama. 22, we have Tulane, who escaped North Texas. They move up 1 spot. They were up 21. North Texas came roaring back. Tulane gets the dub. UCLA move up 2 spots. Can't remember who they played. SC drops from 18 to 24, and JMU gets in at 25. Honestly, I have no problems with the top 25 this week. None at all. Florida's on the outside looking in. It's fine with me. Liberty's on the outside looking in. Fine with me. K-State was actually 3rd for 25th place votes. Fine with me. I guess the only quarrel I have is that Oklahoma State has been balling. I would have probably had more votes for Oklahoma State than maybe Liberty. Not Liberty. Liberty's undefeated. Liberty's been dominating. I mean, they didn't dominate against Mid-Tennessee State, but still won the game. I would have more votes for Oklahoma State than Kansas State, who they did beat head up. Maybe even Fresno State. Don't know if Mikey Keene is back there. Miami, I would have more votes for Miami. They're hotter than Miami right now. So that's my only gripe is from the amount of votes Oklahoma State got to be in the top 25. Small, minute gripe. Moving on, we have our 2 previews for today. We're just going to do the Tuesday game preview so I can get an episode out for y'all for Tuesday. We got our first game, New Mexico State at Louisiana Tech. And as you can see, I was playing around with the program. and I found a way to have a ticker. And we have the ticker, and we have the favorite in the point spread now for our previews. So we got New Mexico State at Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech favored by 2.5 points. We got the preview for that. So if you're new to this show, the way I do my previews, I get 5 keys for each team on how to win the game, or 5 keys that could win them the game, and then I pick my winner. So I start always with the visiting team. So with New Mexico State, Diego Pavetta continued to be dynamic. He made major performances last week. I think he had 90-something on the ground, 100-something through the air, touchdowns on the ground. So 2 through that ground, 2 through the air. So just continue to be dynamic. New Mexico State in general has to run the ball. Run, and run. Louisiana Tech allows 198.9 yards per game on the ground. Get to Jack Turner. Get to the quarterback, man. New Mexico State on the season so far has 19 sacks. Stop Smoke Harris and Cyrus Allen, the top 2 wide receivers. I always said Smoke Harris is one of the most dangerous people in college with the ball in his hand in open space. Got to find a way to stop them and contain them. And have to stop Tyree Shelton, their running back, who's actually been a big part of getting Louisiana Tech to try to get on track. Louisiana Tech has been in games due to Tyree Shelton. Have to stop him. For Louisiana Tech, you have to don't allow Pavetta to go crazy on the ground. A lot of the things that New Mexico State can do is opened up by the fact that Pavetta does get going on the ground. Again, the game against UMass, I keep referencing it. They could not get Pavetta going for real. They couldn't get him going on the ground. UMass was disrupting a lot of stuff. That's the way to get to New Mexico State. Established Tyree Shelton. Like I said, he's been a big part of trying to get this Louisiana Tech team on track. Run to set up the pass. They got to establish Shelton to allow people like Cyrus Allen, like Maxwell, like Smoke Harris to get open or to get one-on-one opportunities. Jack Turner, no interceptions. He has 5 on the year. He has 5 touchdowns to 5 picks. Got to play flawless football. Can't give a team back that loves to run the ball, especially in short fields. And especially that you can't stop the run. And finally, I have find a way to stop the run, because not only do you give up 198.9 yards a game, New Mexico State averages 203.4 yards per game on the ground. So they average 5 more yards than y'all give up. So with that being said, though, however, I think this is a perfect upset. As far as the books go, I'm going with New Mexico State. I think they're the better team. I think they're the hotter team. And I think the fact that Louisiana Tech's weakness is running the football, which is New Mexico State's strength, it just bodes for disaster, especially when you have a quarterback that dynamic as Diego Pavetta, who can use his legs. He runs design runs. He scrambles. And it's going to be so hard for them to try to stop the run that it opens up so much more for New Mexico State. And I don't think Louisiana Tech can stop this team. So I'm going to go with New Mexico State to beat Louisiana Tech on the road, plus 2.5. And my second game, which I forgot to check a winner. I'll do that right now. My second game I got for y'all today, for Tuesday. Oh, by the way, you can catch the New Mexico State Louisiana Tech game Tuesday, 7 o'clock on CBSN, CBS Sports Network. Now, our second and last game for the video, we have Liberty favored by 4.5 points at Western Kentucky. Preview, another Conference USA game, Tuesday night, 7:30 on ESPNU. We have Liberty, Caden Salter, continue to make good decisions. I think he's been playing phenomenally. I think he's been making good decisions with the football. Last week, a couple of people had a little bit of fumbleitis, but I think Caden Salter has been the consistent, the straight and narrow and the consistent player for this team. Last 2 games finished drives. So they finished their drives against Middle Tennessee State. They finished their drives against Jack State, who got the upset against Western Kentucky last week. So I think if they can continue to sustain drives and finish them and score touchdowns, be a long night for Western Kentucky. Get to Austin Reed and force an interception. Liberty's defense has 15 interceptions on the year. I'm pretty sure when I fact checked that's what I saw. And it sounds crazy. That's why I'm re-fact checking myself, because 15 interceptions is nuts for a 7-0 team. That means they average a little over 2 interceptions a game, which I know you're saying like a little over 2. That's just how averages work. I'm sorry, that's just how it works. But they average a little bit over 2 interceptions a game. which is incredible. Not only for a group of 5 school, but for any school in general to average over 2.5 interceptions. So have to get to this guy and force him to throw interceptions. Yep, they have 15 interceptions on the year. So incredible by the Liberty defense. Feed Quentin Cooley, because Western Kentucky allows 203.7 yards per game on the ground. Gotta feed the running backs. Gotta feed Billy Lucas, Aaron Bedgood, even allow Caden Salter to run. They run the options. I mean, this is all from the Coastal Carolina and Jamie Chadwell playbook. Jamie Chadwell coming over from Coastal. So just run the football. And my last key for Liberty is keying on Malachi Conley. He has 43 catches. Well, he leads Western Kentucky with 43 catches, 585 yards, and 5 tuds. So got to key in on him on the defensive end. Shout out my boy Teddy. Hey, shout out, man. Shout out Pop Douglas, man. Shout out to all the group of 5 schools, all the group of 5 school players that's playing. Hey, if you're talented, they'll find you. But moving on, we got Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky, they got to finish. I mean, they got to flush that second half shutout against Jack State. Shut out the second half, like I said, against Jack State on the road. Got to flush it. You're at home. Just got to forget about it. Don't allow Caden Salter to run. This is the quarterback, mind you, 85 carries, 497 yards, and 6 tuds on the ground. Can't allow him to run. He just does damage on the ground. You got to make him beat you through the air, which he does damage through the air too. So it's pick your poison, but you don't want him to do his damage both. You'd rather, you choose one. You don't want to get killed by both. Have to establish a run to help Austin Reed. I know Western Kentucky has had problems establishing a run. They've been looking for a running back, a consistent running back. They've tried Erwin Poindexter. They tried with LJ Sanders or LT Sanders. I believe it's LJ Sanders. Marquise Stepp. They've been trying to rotate guys to find a consistent guy. They've been having trouble to find a run, and honestly, it's been kind of hurting Western Kentucky sitting at 4-3. Have to stop Quentin Cooley and Billy Lucas again. They allow 203.7 yards per game on the ground. Quentin and these running backs, they're nothing to be played with. It's LT Sanders. These running backs are nothing to be played with. Liberty averages 274.6 yards a game on the ground. So you got to find a way to stop them and make Liberty settle for field goals. And they have to get off the field because Western Kentucky is 96 in third down defense. They teams average a 42% third down conversion percentage against them on third down. So they have to find a way to get off the field on third down. Can't let Liberty keep converting third downs to extend drives that leads to touchdowns. Got to find a way off the field, or it's going to be a long night. And with that being said, I'm going to take Liberty in this game. I think Liberty wins it. Best team in the Conference USA. I almost said something about best team in Conference USA. Been playing like it all year. Had a hiccup, which wasn't a real hiccup because they won the game, but had a slight hiccup against Sam Houston State. Corrected it ever since, and they've been rolling. So I'm gonna go with Liberty. I'm gonna go with undefeated Liberty to get the road W. But that's all I got for y'all today. Again, another quick episode for y'all. Hence the name Snippet. I will be back hopefully tomorrow if Forks allows to give y'all an episode to where I finish the rest of the weekday. We have 2 games Wednesday, we have 2 games Thursday, and we have 1 on Friday. Try to get that for y'all tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned. I don't know what time I'm gonna be able to go live because life and work happens. So with that being said, that's like I said, it's a short episode today. Enjoy the games tomorrow. Enjoy the NBA tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I know this is CTC, a college show, but the NBA is back. I know a lot of y'all watch college. We diversify our sports here. So I got college football and college basketball. So I gotta watch. I watch a little NBA until college basketball start because they come from the collegiate league, the collegiate game. But again, that's all I got for y'all today. And until tomorrow, peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, And also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.